Hello everybody, it's me, Anthony Couch, a guitarist on YouTube. This guitar solo, let's be honest, is one of the most celebrated shred guitar solos that there is. And with good reason. I am of course talking about the solo to Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne, although the solo is played by none other than Randy Rhoads himself. And I don't often really talk about Ozzy's music or Randy Rhoads as a guitar player on this channel, although today we're going to go a little bit into depth with his guitar solo for this one. I actually want to know down there, what is your favourite Ozzy track? What is your favourite Ozzy Osbourne song? Let me know down there in them comments. If you've been watching my channel recently, over the last few months, you'll know that I've really got into this music theory, looking at other people's, our heroes, our shred heroes, guitar solos, these big solos, and seeing what makes them so good. So if you're here to learn how to play this song, then go away. I'm only joking. Stay. And, you know, there's no tab here. I'm not showing you lick by lick how to play it with the technique and stuff. I'm talking today about the music theory, so we can take the music theory and steal it for our own music, our own evil ends. You know that the first step to take when it comes to analysing these cool shred solos is to analyse the riff or chord progression that is underneath. And the thing is with this solo is the song is in A major, but then for this solo the key switches to F sharp minor, the relative minor of A major, and we get this riff of there or thereabouts. I've simplified it a lot. The power chords, but I'm going to assume that I'm filling out these chords to the triads, so not just 5 chords or power chords where it'd just be root and fifth. In this case it'd be F sharp minor, a passing chord of E major, which is irrelevant because it comes to rest on the D major, which is way more important. Then a B minor, A major, then back to F sharp minor, a low F sharp minor. So you end up with this riff. Again, I'm not doing the power chord version, I'm doing the music theory version, the nerd version. I added the wrong passing tone there. I added a G. Should have had a G sharp instead, because G sharp isn't in the key of F sharp minor. G isn't in the key of F sharp minor. G sharp is. That's the boring chords, let's get on to the fun stuff. What is the first lick he plays? Well, only the most famous shred lick in all of guitar playing. Iconic, okay, but aside from the fact that it's really cool guitar technique, tapping, that we can look cool playing, all that kind of stuff, there is some cool music theory, some simple basic music theory going on there. What chord did I say it was earlier at first? An F sharp minor, the notes of which F sharp, A, C sharp. What notes is he tapping? Let's have a look. F sharp, A, C sharp. And he's just been a bit more inventive with it. Instead of just going, he's double tapping that C sharp. Whoops. And the next thing that he does just so happens to be one of my favourite things to think about with guitar solos. It's this. He just plays a next door neighbour note. Everything else remains the same, and he switches from playing a C sharp to a D. The other notes still being F sharp and A. So the notes he's playing are D, F sharp and A. It's no coincidence that they are the notes of a D major chord, and in the riff it's gone to D major. That beautiful simplicity of music theory. F sharp minor arpeggio, irrelevant passing chord, D major arpeggio. But sometimes the music theory, when the chord changes, it's just one fret away. That's what's going on in that lick. That's what, you know, makes it easy to play, makes it really cool to listen to because just one note changes. Voice leading is what the jazz world calls that kind of stuff, and I love it. And that entire opening phrase ends with him playing this. Now, there's a couple of notes there, but really, I'm hearing that one. And what is that note? Well, he's playing, he's bending fret 9 on the G string, and fret 9 on the G string is an E, and he's doing a 2 fret bend. So a tone up from E is F sharp, and the music has come to rest on an F sharp chord, F sharp minor chord. So, excellent. What happens next? Okay. Well, there is an interesting thing that pops up twice in this guitar solo that just makes me go, not sure about that one. But first of all, he's playing as the chord progression as repeated. All he's doing is going from A down to G sharp, then F sharp. But instead of just doing boring that, he bends that last F sharp, which is always fun to do on a guitar. The way I see that is he's got the start note of A, which is the 3rd in F sharp minor, and he bends up to the root in F sharp minor, which is an F sharp. What happens next? Well, over the D chord, remember the E chord is irrelevant, really, it's just a passing chord. He goes back up the scale, which just sounds nice, just to reverse the theme what he did earlier. Now he bends up to this note. That's a B. And the notes of D major are D, F sharp, A. Although B is in the key of A major, F sharp minor I should say, it's not in the chord. I could try and describe it away as being the 13th. So he's implying a 13th. B is the 13th in the key of D major, over the chord of D major. Or I could just say it sounds cool. I think that's probably it. It just sounds good to reverse what you just did. Then he follows it with this. A really nice descending run, a bit twiddly, a bit showy-offy, but let's delve into it a bit deeper. No, I got a couple of notes mixed up there, it doesn't matter, it's irrelevant. There's a lot of cool shred filler stuff in there. Oh. Doesn't really matter. He bends up to a pitch though that does matter. What is that note? It's a C sharp over the chord of the F sharp minor that it comes to rest on. Not only does he do that, but then it rests on an A as well. So this is irrelevant to go. Whatever that twiddly bit is, there's your C sharp, there's an A. Definitely sticking to that chord progression like glue. Sounds really good. Then he follows it with this. Got to get deep into this one. Okay. Although you might be a couple of steps ahead of me, all I'm doing is showing you that he's doing the same thing over and over again. The chord progression has started again. We've got an F sharp minor, and he's tapping this thing. That is an F sharp. This is an A. Remember, F sharp minor is just F sharp, A, C sharp. But we now add that irrelevant passing chord of E. He makes a point of outlining it very slightly by going... Because what are those notes? Got G sharp and B. The notes of an E major chord are E, G sharp and B. So up to now he's been ignoring that passing chord in the middle, but now he knows it's there, he just didn't want to outline it before. He wants to outline it now, so you get it. Then up to... What's the chord at that point? D. That's an A, and this is a C sharp. So again, you might have just thought it was cool, or with that C sharp, you might be sticking it on, thinking of it as the major seventh of a D major chord, which would be D, F sharp, A, C sharp. To stick a... There's a C sharp over a D chord, it sounds nice, it sounds relaxing, sounds... It's a tension, that's what some people call these extensions, tensions. Then just goes back down and then plays this. Well, the chord is F sharp minor again, we've come around again. So he's playing the third, that's an A, the minor third. Again, these are irrelevant. That's just there to look flashy and to sound cool and to be inventive and creative and all that stuff. But really, that's all I'm perceiving it as. Third, minor third, minor third, minor third. Well, there's our friend B again. Because he does a little twiddly bit. And then plays a B over a D chord, which could be the 13th, or he could just think it was cool. Don't know, doesn't matter. Finally, the run to end all runs. And you know what, I'm not going to try and match that note for note or look it up or anything, because in my opinion it doesn't really matter what that super fast run is before it. It's all about where he lands. So you might be doing it legato, or picking it, or something along those lines. It doesn't matter, as long as you land on this thing. He bends momentarily up to a C sharp. And strictly speaking, going off my point that I'm trying to make here, maybe you should stay on the C sharp to outline that last F sharp major chord. It'd be the 5th in F sharp minor, but he doesn't, he releases it back down to a B. It sounds good, doesn't it? It sounds amazing. So all this theory stuff that I'm talking about, take it with a pinch of salt, but I think there's enough proof there of following chord progressions to show that there is some worth to think of coming up with these solos in this way, playing over chords, thinking what chord am I over, what notes are available to me, and what cool flashy stuff can I do in between. And anyway, that's about it. Don't forget, let me know what's your favourite Aussie track. Tell me down there. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Go and listen to some Aussie.